Hi there, this is Andy with PRINTgenie, and today we're talking about Title ToolBox data. So marketing can get complicated, but if you know the area you want to market in, right? Say, for example, I'm looking for a place along the coast here. I'm just going to go to 123 search, click on possible next sellers, and then I'm a polygon map an area. So I know anywhere north of here, along the 5 here, all the way up along the coast, I'll take any one of those properties, right? That's easy enough. And now what you can do is if I add filters, it'll allow me to do what I just said before, which is find possible next sellers. And why is that important? Because historically, when we have this algorithm going, it's going to pull up those people that are likely to move based historically when they're likely to move within that area. And so instead of just pulling all the leads within that area, I'm just going to limit my records to 200 and then go out and search 200 people likely to move within that area. Okay, here's my list. So as you can see, it pulled up my list and it limited it to 200 and gives you the filter types up here, right? And you can look at everybody down here. What's powerful, you can come in here and look at comps, detailed views, nearby neighbors, et cetera, et cetera. But our goal today is to market to these people. So as you can see over here on this side, you can see everybody that was identified as a next seller. So to market to them, I would go to Export, Print Marketing, and then choose PRINTgenie and click on Export. And what will happen is we'll take the leads, we'll ingest them into PRINTgenie where you can start marketing to them. Gone are the days of importing and exporting. And you'll notice here, it just finished, and now it's going to open up into my account inside of PRINTgenie. And if you're new to PRINTgenie, it will open up and create an account for you. What's powerful now is it says, yeah, welcome Amy, come on in. We're connecting Title ToolBox to PRINTgenie, and we're cleaning your list. That means we're running it through delivery point validation to make sure it's deliverable. Up here in purple tells you what the list was. So now the only option here is to continue onto your marking by selecting now. Now at this point, we're bringing into what we have found to be our favorites, but you can always click on see all campaigns to see more. There's about 30 different campaigns. A campaign is a multi-touch sequence, right, with different postcards, letters, and text and emails. And then down here, if you'd rather, just go ahead and send one mailer. That's easy. Just click on the mailer you want, click on OK, and then mail it out, or actually click on order and then mail it out. I prefer campaigns. Why do I like campaigns? Because they're more likely to get responses. Because if you hit them once, that's like sending out a one-hit wonder, hoping that they land. So I'd like to jump in here and order something like your neighborhood campaign, right? This would be great because I am an agent and I want to show everybody in that area that are likely to move that I'm ready for them. So the total amount of touches is 5 jumbos, 5 texts, 5 emails. This is how long it lasts, maybe 5 months. And it shows you that right here. And the total cost to send to one contact would be $4. Now, if I order this campaign, it includes text and email. If I want to include text and email, you will have to first register for text messaging. So I'd suggest doing that first before you even get started. The second thing you want to do is stop right now, head over to contacts, find your contacts, the ones you just brought in. That'd be this list right here. Here they are. And here's the list name. So you can do things like rename it. And I like to do that. And that was called North County Coastal. And so I've renamed it. And so I like to, right there it is, I like to skip trace this list. Now you can skip trace the entire list or just skip trace 1 or 2 people. And the power of this is that you'll end up with their phone and their email. So let's just go ahead and skip trace 1 person. I agree. I'm just going to skip trace 1 person. And what it does is it brings up the most used phone and the most used email. And you can see that is right here, the phone and the email. Now we only skipped this 1 person, and now over here it says skip trace. That means you can't do it again, but you can download this and see all the relatives and all the owners and all the phones and emails by clicking on that. Very powerful. I'll click that now and download it just to show you. This is the export. This is what you get. These are all the owners, owner 1 through 3, and then all the relatives associated with the property. Make that a different color, and then you can see here how old they are, living or not, email 1, 2, 3, phone, etc. for all those people. And all that is downloadable for you to use. Jumping back into the platform, now what do you want to do? I would like to go to continue my effort to market, so I'll go back to either mail templates or campaigns, or I can go right to quick start because I know that's where my favorite campaign is, right here, and click on preview. And it'll bring up each and every touch, and you can read them, and the blue is going to fill in with your profile, photo, and logo. And now you're just looking at each and every text and email and postcard all the way through the entire campaign. It'll last all the way through June. That's 140 days. If at any time you wanted to, you can exclude the email and the text if you don't want that. but I just skip trace, so I do want that. You can also remove templates from there, and it reduces your cost. You can also swap out templates with one you might have just made. Continue. I will register later. You can add a quick note here or a title. I call this North County Coastal. Next step. Now what we do is we're going to generate proofs for you with one name so you can see what it looks like. And now it brings up all the touches. Close that. It brings up all the touches and it shows you your photo and logo in place. And then the text that goes out, the email that goes out, the next postcard that goes out. Text, email, postcard. And what's interesting is that purple right there, that little icon becomes a QR code that someone can scan. So we do that automatically. So when they scan it, it'll bring them to a home valuation page. The rest is easy. Just look it over, make sure everything looks good, hit next step. Make sure you agree. Next step. And now the total to send 200 people, all of those leads, that's 1,008 touches altogether. 13 touches, 1,008 over the course of 200 people. It'll cost $784, but you'll notice down here you're paying $0 because we only charge you at the time it mails. So you'll see on this date, on 2/22, we'll charge you the total to send all those postcards to 200 people. Then we'll charge you on the 26th of March, and then the 27th. And you'll notice here there's a charge of 4 cents because I happen to skip trace one person, and that's the only charge. I only skip trace one person. If you skip traced all 200, that number would have been 200, and it would have charged you accordingly. But since I only had one person in there, it only charged you that. That's how easy it is to order. All I have to do now is click on activate, and that campaign will start to drip to those 200 people, just like that. That's the power of PRINTgenie.